ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Josh Jones in on the stop.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, boy, partner, did that... just happened? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end.
Oh, this is blocked. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They're going to look to throw. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25,
no,
second and 10.
Patriot! Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
No.
It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff looking right. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Daniil Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to put it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out.
Gun, 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 gun.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Lucky 56.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Gun! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! Here we go! Here we go! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's fielded at the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Bell. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And off comes to Chubb, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the screen pass, that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Right back to him on first down. Uses the spin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
to 6.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Moncrief. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll run it here. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's on a Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gone!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Back to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key